They say do not pay collections. All right. And when I'm talking about collection, I'm talking about third-party debt collectors when I'm talking about this. The collection process with a creditor is totally different. Okay. The collection process with a creditor is totally different because the definition of a debt collector has changed since I think it was April of this year. The definition of a debt collector has changed. So I'm talking about third-party debt collectors. All right. So let me go to this real quick. So in the communication with the connection of a debt, let me share this screen. Do not pay collections, okay? Do not pay collections. Anytime a third-party debt collector and lawyers office are even considered debt collectors. That's even listed inside of the law. The only time they're considered debt collectors is when they're in the business of collecting debt for another company or another party. All right. They're in the business of collecting debt. Yes, you can send a notice of validation of debt letter to that lawyer's office. And if I were you, I would also send a validation of debt letter to the actual third party debt collection company. So now what you're seeing on the screen now is do not pay collection. This is why they say do not pay collection. All right. Because first of all, you didn't go into contract with the lawyer's office nor that third party debt collector. All right. So you don't even know if you owe the debt, period. Second of all, you don't even know if they own the debt to even put to collect it from you. Also, I want you to put in the back of your mind, check with NMLS. It's called NMLS. Check that system to see if that company is licensed to collect debts in your state. Now, when you look at it, and I want to show you this because I want you to at least see it. Me just talking it to you is a different story. So I'm going to take the screen off the law real quick. But I want to show you how to look up a company. And you don't even need an account. So I want to show you how to come to this search system. And you'll see that I used a couple already. So let me share this screen real quick. Remove this one. And I want to share this one. I want to show you how to look to check to see if these companies are licensed to even collect the debt in your state. All right. But there's a kicker to it because you got to also check this place too. All right. So when you go to this, all right. So when you go to this screen, you'll see that I already got. And let me try what was it called? LVNV. Everybody should know who LVNV is. One of the biggest debt collection companies out there. So I'm gonna search for LVNV, and I don't know if you can see my screen, so let me zoom in some more so y'all can see. Let me make sure. All right. So you're gonna go to this website and you're gonna check to see if LVNV is licensed in your state. So I'm gonna say Mississippi, but I'm gonna click on it. So you'll come here to this link and you'll click it. And what it does, it gives you the information to LVNV Funding LLC, all right, numbers and everything. So if you don't know how to contact them, I wouldn't call any of these companies. Always send everything in writing because you don't want them to say that because it's your word against theirs if you're on the phone, unless you're recording the call. But I wouldn't call them at all. I send the actual letter with the laws that they violate me with, just to have paper trail, because paper trails are great when it's time to take these companies to court, especially if you're trying to pursue them, by yourself as a regular consumer. So we're going to come down here, and if you notice, it's showing you every state that they're licensed as a collection company. So it tells you in Arizona, it's a collection agency. It's licensed in Arizona. All right. Notice, and I'm going to use Mississippi as an example because that's where I'm from. I'm going to scroll down because I want you to look for Mississippi. All right. This is where I want you to look. I want you to look for Mississippi. Do you see Mississippi anywhere on this list? Okay. So now, the next thing you have to check is check with your state to see if they're licensed. So I would type in LVNV registered agent, And then it'll take you to the actual, you can click on the license to take you to the website to Mississippi to make sure that they're licensed. And I'm gonna show you that real quick because Mississippi business, I'm gonna put that business license. I'm going straight to Google when I do this. Mississippi business license. Gonna go to Secretary of State. And I'm gonna show you this in a few. I'm trying to go to it because you notice Mississippi is not on here. Now your state may not be on here, so you have to take it to the next step. You have to actually go to your websites, your state's so let me put search on here, license and search. All right, here we go. So you have to actually go to your state's website, and let me pull this screen up for you. Stop sharing that one. So you saw that one. Well, you notice you didn't see Mississippi. All right. So now I want to show you where I'm actually going to the Mississippi website, and I'm checking as a precaution. I'm checking to see if this state is licensed to even do business or to even. But in Mississippi, a debt collector doesn't have to have a. They don't have to be licensed, but they do have to be bonded to collect the debt in Mississippi. That's what's so messed up about Mississippi, because any debt collector can come into the state of Mississippi and collect the debt. Even if you don't owe the debt, they can pursue you for the debt. Now, they don't have to be licensed, but they have to be bonded.